Hi guys, welcome back. So we're gonna do a few quality of life updates. So I think the best way to explain it is to show you what I'm looking at. npm run electron dev. All right, so a few of the things that we're gonna change or that we're gonna fix today is this isDragging. So that isDragging is an artifact from a few episodes back. I thought I fixed it, but something got missed along the way. So we're gonna go ahead and touch on that. Also, all these console messages, we're gonna clean up because they're a little bit overwhelming and we don't wanna always see all the logs going on unless there's an issue, and we use it to kind of track that problem. Something else that's pretty important that I think is right here. So whenever we use inspect, this is what we added in episode 6. And an inspect button that highlights what we're looking at, and then it shows it on the left hand side, kind of the code piece. So for example, you see how this section highlights over here on the left? Well, what if we click down here, right? It's out of view. So what we want to do is have the code side scroll to wherever we're highlighting. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get it or not, but I was chatting this over with Claude, and it seems like we may be able to do this in one shot, but I'm not sure. So we're gonna have some fun giving that a try. I already had Claude write the prompt for this guy. So let's just jump to it, right? And paste, go. And while that's working, you can go ahead and take a look at what we're actually gonna be doing. So there's not too much going on this episode. It should be pretty quick. Oh, and there's something else that I added as well. I added a docs folder. I'm gonna add this to the GitHub. And then this is the episode 7 plan. So this is the actual prompt. Well, not the prompt, but basically the result of conversations with Claude Code, or with Claude. I believe I was using Opus. So I'm using Claude Opus 4.1 to help plan and orchestrate Claude Code. So we created this little document right here. Feel free to take a look at it. It's on the GitHub. GitHub's linked in the description of the video. So typically I try to stay away from one shot for multiple things, but I wanted to give it a shot. I'm using Opus this time. Before, I typically use 4.5 Sonnet, but I'm gonna use Opus in this and see what it does. We might be able to speed up this process a little bit because I wanna go ahead and get this project done and start on another one. I was also thinking about giving Gemini CLI a test as well. I think that'd be pretty cool. I know they just did some recent updates to it, so I thought it'd be pretty cool to give it a shot. Kind of use like a similar situation where we use the chat to kind of architect and scaffold what we want to do, and then we feed it to the code, to actually the code version or the terminal, the CLI version, to do all the changes. I mean, with that guy, we might be able to do both. Maybe using the plan mode and the code mode kind of thing, and we just see what it does and how it works. Oh, fantastic. It looks like we're already done. Okay, so in order, summary of changes. Change number 1, it added an auto scroll to the inspect mode. Change number 2, removed all console debugging. And then change number 3, fixed the isDragging prop warning. So we got Command-Shift-R, which is a hard reset. It looks like it's still there. Clear console message, Command-Shift-R. Okay, it appears to still be there. So what we can do is we can restart the editor all the way. It's still there. That looks like it failed, and that's the obvious one, but it did get rid of all the console log messages. So now we're gonna check the inspect. Bam, hero section, mission, and it's scrolling to the section on the left-hand side, which is pretty awesome. And I'm really excited about that. You know what kind of sucks though, is now that we're here, say we wanna go to it, we have to move really fast to jump over there. So we have to find a way to be able to jump to the left-hand side while sticking on this in the location of where we want to be. But that worked out really well. All right, so let's go ahead and feed this into Claude, let it know that we still have this console, right click, copy console. And you know what, we had luck last time where we we fed this directly to the code editor. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna go back and feed it directly to, oh wait, no we can't because we have a lot of messaging going on in here. So here's dragging, boom. So we're gonna have to clean it up real quick, and I'm gonna get rid of all the stuff that I don't think we need for this. I mean, I could be wrong, but let's see, cut. So I'm saying that I'm still seeing this error in the console. And we're gonna see what it does to clean it up. I mean, we can manually just Control F or find and search for isDragging, but that kind of takes away from this exercise, right? The whole idea is to be able to build it with Claude code, going through and doing what it needs to do. Not only getting it done in one shot, or well, not really one shot, right? Not only getting Claude code to go in and do it, but also learning how to articulate messages and how to actually build and scaffold the application one piece at a time, and develop like a workflow, right? Because we can go in, Control F, find it, make an adjustment, but in the future, we want to learn how to explain to Claude a little bit better on how to find these type of things so that it kind of solves its own problems. Maybe there's something that we should put in there, or maybe a certain way we should explain things. And that's what we're trying to figure out right now. So it says, found it. The issue is the split pane.jsx. The inject isDragging function is injecting the isDragging prop into all React elements, including DOM elements like iframe, which causes the warning. Let me fix this by only injecting isDragging into custom React components, not DOM components. So basically, instead of sprinkling it all over the cake, we're only gonna do a little bit of sprinkles on each slice of the pie, or each slice of the cake, excuse me. I don't know how else to explain that. It's saying that it did it, and we're gonna find out right now. Like it's not disabling any functionality, right? Command Shift R, but it's gone. Wow, okay, that was cool. Now let's make sure everything still works. Inspect. Inspect is going where it needs to go. And that's in dark mode. We're gonna go to light mode. You know what? The sidebar on the left-hand side is like perpetually dark mode. I'm wondering if we should change that. Inspect, inspect, inspect. Okay, that works. Now, let's create a new template, or not create a new template. Let's drop a new full page template in there and see if it follows, like if it's gonna break. So right now we have the about page, inspect, follows, 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 tracks, 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 landing page, follow, 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 track, 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 follows, 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 tracks, tracks, tracks. Okay, that worked. Too easy. We're gonna wrap this up and then make some bonus content, right? So the objectives that we set out to complete were add auto scroll to the inspect mode, check. Remove all console debugging, check. And fix the isDragging prop warning, check. So we were able to accomplish all three tasks. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and upload this to GitHub so that we have a safe restore point, right? So I'm asking Claude Code to go ahead and comment, commit, and push to GitHub. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna save everything and push it straight to main, which is our main branch. I touched on before that that's a bad idea, mostly on a team project. I mean, this kind of thing really doesn't matter too much, I don't think. Fantastic. So we solved our problem. We set out the goals that we set to accomplish. Done. So now we're gonna do a little bit of a bonus feature, right? The issue is, the problem that we wanna solve is whenever we're inspecting, let's say that we're here to powerful features and I wanted to make a change to it. When I go to the left, it can be moved, it kind of goes off screen, right? If I click something else on the way out. So we need to find a way to articulate to Claude Code that we want a keyboard shortcut, or maybe if I click on an element in the preview that it freezes there, it unclicks the inspect. So we'll see, that's probably the best way to do it. So let's articulate that. Let's articulate that to Opus 4.1. Let it create the code snippet that we're gonna feed to Claude Code. Okay, so what I'm telling Opus 4.1 is when I use the inspect, it works perfectly. When I hover over the elements and find what I'm looking for on the preview side, when I hover over the elements and find what I want in the preview side though, as I hover out of the preview and into the code editor, we end up hovering over other elements and this makes me lose my place by the time I get to the code editor side. What do you think about when I click in the preview side that it turns inspect mode off? So I was suggesting that click exits the inspection mode, and this is why I asked it in a question, because this thing can think differently and it's really helpful. It's like working with another person. It's saying option 2 is click to lock the selection. So this keeps the highlight frozen until you click something else. It's recommending option 2 because this way we can keep clicking the different elements. And I really like that. So I said, it wants to know if we're gonna move this to the next episode. And I'm telling it, we're gonna craft this. I'm telling it, create the prompt. We're gonna add this as bonus content rather, for episode 7. So we've had good luck so far on Opus creating the prompts. Hopefully it continues to be this way and we get to this next stage, because that's gonna be a huge quality of life integration. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna copy this prompt, we're gonna paste it, and as that guy is running, I'm gonna add this to the episode 7 plan. So I'm telling it, can you write the episode 7 plan to include this bonus content? So now we're doing 2 things at once. It looks like they both got done about the same time. You know what? We're not even gonna compare it. We're just gonna copy and paste it. Episode 7 plan. So this was 111 lines. It's now 181. All right, guys. So now we're gonna test this out to make sure it works. We're gonna start a new template. Whoops. Templates, full pages. We're gonna do contact page. Now we're gonna test the inspect button to make sure that it works. And it appears to be working. Let's talk. Still works. Now we're gonna click it. It does a thick border, locks it in place. And here it is right here. Placeholder equals John Smith. We were able to change things. That is so awesome. I love how it does that, how it locks things in place. So thanks for watching. Well, let's see what we can do to start wrapping this project up. Thanks for watching.